Oh, good morning, Brother Jones. This is Sister Juana Johnson. We had class together in New Testament Foundations in January of this year, and had I known how important you were to the PAFW, I would have genuflect and bowed down or whatever you do to show honor. I'm just joking. I was so impressed on your video of all of the areas that you touch within the UPC, and they're so important and just things that I would have never even thought positions. I just never gave thought to there has to be a person behind such important decisions and distributions and so forth and on. I was interested that you're fourth generation Pentecostal, and I, like several of the other students, are just first generation, so that's very admirable, and I'm glad to know you. I think that um, you mentioned that it is important for us to have the right worldview. I'm not saying it exactly like you said it, but you said that our worldview has to be in the right place because we're not only called, I like this part, we're not only called, but we're empowered and commissioned to go out and do this thing. And you talked about not allowing the world to pull us into their orbit. I like how you said that also. And when you finished that section, you said the cost is too high. And I couldn't agree more. There is a great cost, and that is why it is so important for the saints of God to have a clear view and vision of what our mission is, what our purpose in the earth is, our devotion to God, and sticking with the thing. You talked about our lives. I thought this was so interesting how you said that one of our problems, one of the challenges is we have the means that make us able to fill our lives up with all kind of things, most of which are probably unimportant. And that lines up exactly with how I view issues in the world among people. And one of them I think I put maybe in our original introduction videos is that I think prosperity is a real problem because people don't, when they have money, they don't seek God, or they feel like they don't need God. They can buy health care, they can buy the finest doctors, they can buy the finest meds. They're not going to God first for healing, for direction. And I think prosperity is part of a challenge in the world today. And of course, we live in one of the most prosperous nations in the world, and yet we are in sometimes what feels like utter darkness. And so, all that being said, I really like the way you framed it. There's nothing I can add to it because I saved your presentation for last because I thought you did a perfect introduction video. God bless you. Look forward to being in class with you once again. Merry Christmas.